C, D till G means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are number of columns. Okay, and columns are known as fields in computer science or DPMs terminology. So we have got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till G. We have number of fields or number of columns. Okay, and these all are records. So we have got 32 records, but the first one is header or heading. So we have got only 31 records, and it is all districts of this particular state, that is Karnataka. Okay, so these are columns or fields, and these are what vertically we represent columns, and horizontal lines are this field. These fields are okay. Field fields are rows. Okay. Now this will act as our data source, data file for our Tableau data visualization. Okay. Now let me open Tableau. Then at first instance, you will not get these files. Okay, because these are list of recently used files here. Now we want to connect to our data source, and that in our particular case, it is stored in Microsoft Excel. So we have to click here. If had the file been in different formats or different database, we should click on different data files, right? Now we have got our data set in Microsoft Excel. We shall be clicking here, and we have to choose the location of the file. We have got here. I have saved it in Karnataka PRI, and that is demo GPL. Depending on your downloading and saving of the file, the path, this is the path, may be different. Now we click on open. Okay. We also discussed about data types, that this hash sign represents numerical values. ABC represents string values or text values. Similarly, all these are hash, means these are numerical data types. This is the name of our file, and this is the name of sheet. That is sheet 1. Had it been multiple sheets, or suppose the name of the sheet 1 should be some different, it should appear the different one. Whatever the data source contains, the same will be appearing here. Now we have to click on sheet 1. And as for introduction, these are all shelves. Okay, this is columns shelf, rows shelf, pages shelf, filter shelf, and these are mark shelves. And this is the list of our file in which data is contained, and these are different types of data types or fields. Okay, here also I would like to repeat that it says total number of fields are 7 and total number of rows are 31. Okay, now this implies that district name is of ABC type or string format. A string means ABC. What is like CAT, cat, DOG, dog. The dog DOG is made of 3 different letters. Letters are also known as alphabets. In computer or computer science, we say alphabets are known as characters. So CAT, cat is a word of 3 alphabets, but it can be said that DOG is a word or string having 3 characters. Okay, characters are letters and words are strings. So this is string data type or text format data type, you can say, and all these are numerical data type. Okay, and the ABC or which cannot be calculated means aggregation like sum and all these types of mathematical function. So there are 2 types taken by Tableau. One is dimension and second one is measures. Dimension appears to be in blue color and measures appears to be in green color. If we put this here, so this is a pill. Okay, this is a pill. And if we put completed background library here, so see the difference in color. This is dimension. So this is coming in blue color and this is in green color. These are measures numerical values. Okay. And all these things have been covered. Just for the sake of revision, I am repeating this. And from here we can simply arrange the entire things in ascending or descending order. This is descending. Descending means from highest or largest value to lowest value. And if we click here, this is in ascending order, means increasing order. Okay. We can also swap. If you put here, it shows swap rows and columns, then it will come like this. We also learned how to put different colors. Also, how to put label here. Label means we have taken completed backend library. So we can also put in label. So it will show total numbers, district wise total. If you put here, district name is Chitradurga and completed bacon library numbers is 189. Okay. We can also arrange the alignment of this text either in middle or in left side, at left side, center, or at the rightmost corner. It is from here. So it has now come here. Let me show it in presentation mode. So it is appearing here. And the entire screen is not occupied. So we have to choose entire view. Click here, the entire view will completed. We can also change the color if it is not visible. If want in center, it will come here. Here. Now we want this. We want a number of childrens. Let me do it once more. And here I will show how to change the units. Number of children I am taking because it is in thousands. If you put here or here, it will come in numbers. So either we can place that field in columns or we can change it from here. Now we are going to arrange this. Now we want to show the labels. This 28107 should appear permanently here. So we have to click on that field, number of children registered, and we have to put it on label. So it is coming like this. Okay. Now we want to format this in kilo or millions. So what we have to do, we have to simply right click here, click on format, and number system is custom. If we want to place decimal value, we can increase or decrease. Is it visible here? We have taken 4 as decimal parts. Okay, and if you don't want any decimal value, we can remove this. Similarly, if you want in millions, then all are coming 0 million. If we are increasing to this, because 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs, the values are quite high relative to this. So we shall be taking in kilo. So from here, we can change to different measurement units to 81. If you want it to have single decimal place, then it is like this. Am I clear till here?
Yes, yes. Can you also help them understand that in their context, when we are government data, where and how normally the requirement of such unit change comes? Can you also just share with them?
This is the same thing. See, generally we are the final stage of these sessions. These sessions is creating an interactive dashboard. Okay, and in dashboard we generally show the round of figures. Correct. Okay, so there we can put in kilo or millions.
Okay.
If it is suppose 10,007, then it is odd figure. Odd in the sense for just having an bird's eye view, a status of the business or a status of that government data. It is not quite easy to apprehend. Okay, so in that case, we change the units to K. That okay, now it is 281K. So it is visually comprehensive and easy to understand. So generally in dashboard, you don't use decimal points or very minor details.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Then we also learned how to color the different bars. If we put district name in color, then each and every district will have different colors. Similarly, if you want the colors to appear in the magnitude of the values from lowest to highest. Then also we can put the numerical value in color section, then it will appear. It means the higher value will appear in darker color and lesser value will appear in less dark or lighter color. Now in the previous session we also learned, let us put number of children here, arrange it. If still there is question, any doubt, anyone can ask multiple times. So we learned how to put reference line. Someone is trying to ask question, the voice is not clear.
There is some noise.
Some disturbance, Munna. Now it is clear.
Okay. Okay. Now let us change the format to K. Because see, viewing this figure is quite cumbersome.
Correct.
Because the data is also not so vast, but still it is not quite easy to remember or to analyze. So we can simply put in some larger figure like K. We can remove decimal points also, like 281K, 191K. Now it is more understandable in context of large volume of data. Now right click. We have to right click on this numerical value and add reference line. We learned about entire table, per pen and per cell. Per cell means every individual bars will have their own average. So per pen and per table are, in this example, both are same. We can change here the value which we want, minimum, maximum or average. It will appear here. Again, we want the line to be of larger thickness, dotted line like this, or color should be changed. You can also change the color. Maybe if you click OK, it will show that the average line is this. Means 78,900 is the average number of students enrolled. Means average number of students enrolled in each library. Okay. Similarly, we can edit. Edit means if you want to change the color above the average line or below the average line, we can simply select it from here. It will come in this way.
And Muna, we can have these multiple lines also.
Multiple lines means?
Yeah. So I'll give you like, when we watch cricket, it normally shows that among the 20 overs or among the 50 overs, let's say 6 and less runs were made in which this thing, 12 and this thing and 20 and above. So what they do, they set 3 bars and then they show the score, runs scored per over.
See, everything is possible. Either they might be using Excel or such tools. Okay, but it also depends upon the type and volume of data and the requirements. Okay, so what we are studying here, we are studying general topics, general rules, and we can apply it in any field, be it government, army, defense, or sports. Okay, but the data should be like that. Okay, we can also put here constant lines like in band, more than one line will come. Band means 2 lines will appear. If you want between minimum and maximum, it will show here. Or we can put constant. Constant means it is from our requirement, our wish, whatever the value we want to put. We suppose want to put 1 lakh. And means this value is banned from 1 lakh to maximum. So maximum here it is selected. It will be automatically picked by the system. And this is constant. Constant means which value we want to assign it. And okay. So this is the range between 1 lakh to maximum value. So depending upon the requirement, we can adjust these things. Similarly, I hope that all of you have tried this. Distribution and box plot are as of now of no use. These are purely of statistics and research purpose. That what is the distribution, what is the percentile, and similarly what is the box plot. So we shall be leaving this for now. For our purpose, creating dashboard, this and these things are of greater importance. Okay. Why? Because these similar tools may be used by the researchers, scientists also to analyze data, view data, to find outliers. So they might be using this thing, what is distribution, 60, what is percentile, percentage, quantiles, and standard deviation. So we have to get the first, what is the meaning and purpose of this thing, and then they will be able to apply that. But for now, our topics of concern are line and band. Okay, and all these support three types. One is cell, bar pen, and entire table. If we click cell, then every single individual bar is a cell. So it is of not much information. So we shall be applying per pen, and in this case, per pen and table. Table and pen are same. So this is a reference line. If you want single line, maybe in terms of constant, here it is 1 lakh. So these all states have average number of enrollments, or number of enrollments below 1 lakh. So these are things. And here in the previous class, there was question that we want only those districts which have got greater than or above or less than a particular number. So we will be learning in the subsequent sessions. But here it shows entire data together with reference line, and this case is the reference line. Okay, and reference line can be changed here from either it will be constant, means user defined value, or minimum, maximum, average, median, anything can be taken. Any questions? Any questions till yet? Till now?
No, sir.
Are we good in the session so far?
Now let us continue for new topics. Okay, should we proceed for new topics, or you can
Yes,
ask
sir.
Yes, yes, you can.
last topic?
If anybody have any doubt, you can clarify.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then only it will be good to.
Sir, can you explain that one blending of axis as you explained last week?
Yes, blending of the axis.
Yes.
Put this in district name
You
and we
ಆಯ್ತಾ
identified
ಇಲ್ಲ
local library here.
ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು VC ಮುಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ
We have taken.
ಧಾರವಾಡ DPM ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Is it clear till here?
Yes.
Okay.
ಬಂದಿದೆ ಸೇಮ್.
District-wise detail of identified beacon library numbers. Okay. We want to compare with completed beacon numbers. If we select this and put here, then how it will appear? It will appear separately. We can also put here, then it will appear like this. So for as of now, it is meaningless. Okay. To some extent, this is good, but we want to compare it together. So what we will do, we will select the other field. The first field is identified beacon library. We want to compare this with completed beacon library. So we simply click here and we have to see this double pillar, I say. Okay, this is the vertical sign of equal to, it likes this. Why? Because it will compare side by side. So we simply have to put there. Watch again. Completed beacon library. Click here and now it is coming. And if If you place the cursor here, double arrow will come, appear, and we simply drag it. Now, okay. So here are two things. This is displaying district-wise number of completed beacon library compared with identified beacon library. Now here two things are important. One, these values or names of the fields are not appearing properly. So we can right click and rotate the label. So it will come like this. Okay. Second, we want different colors to different bars. For that, we simply place measure names in color value. Now, one problem is that, see, this is also 189, this is also 189, this is also 3, this is also 3. So for that, what we have to do, we have to click measure values in label so that different bar will have different values. 8, 30, 10, 12, if we go there.
ನೀನೆ ರಜೆ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾತು ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ನೀನ್ ಯಾವನ ಮಾರ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಜಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ.
ಧಾರವಾಡ DPM ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ.
ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ.
ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ DPM ಯೋ.
Is it okay or should I explain once more?
Explain once more, Munna.
Okay. So the purpose is that we want to compare different fields. Okay. And here we are taking identified versus completed. So from my point of view, we have suppose identified 100 beacon library. Okay. And out of that 100, suppose only 60 have been completed. Is my understanding clear? Suppose something has been identified as 100 and the completion number is 60. Okay, then how to compare these things? So in case of this, let me compare this. Let it be district name, completed beacon library here, and identified library here. Let me change the order. If a double sign comes, we can simply drag. So it means that in this particular district, that is Chikmagaluru, 13 have been identified and out of this 8 had been completed. Am I right? Is the understanding, my understanding of this data is okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and suppose out of 10 have been identified and 5 have been completed. It means that 5 more need to be completed, right? But as of now, we want to compare and contrast these two different values, that what is the total number of identified beacon library and how much of them has been completed. Okay, and it is already given in the data. We are not creating anything new. So district names, identified, let us put it here. We are arranging this in decreasing order. We are swapping this value. And this is identified. We want to compare this identified beacon library with completed beacon library. So if we place here, it will come like this. It will not come side by side. It will come top and bottom, above and below. And if you put here, then also it is not meaningful as of now. So what we have to do, we don't have to place either in column shelf or row shelf. Okay. So this is district wise identified beacon library. We have removed the other field, that is completed. Now this portion will be clicked, dragged and put here. I have not released the mouse. I am just pressing and holding it. And unless and until this double equal to sign does not come, it will not come properly. If you leave it here, it will come like this. And from here we can change the width. And after right clicking, we can rotate the label. This label is rotated, so it is more meaningful. Now we want to have this completed beacon library.
1 minute, Munna, rotate this one label 1 second. Show me.
Simply you have to right click and rotate label. So once it will be on and again it will be toggle. Means off. Right click and rotate label. Okay. And it is advisable to do it parallelly with me. Okay, let me do it once more. District name. Okay. Then we want identified library, identified beacon library. Okay. We are sorting it here, swapping it here. Okay, till here it is understood clearly.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಸ್
Okay, now this is
ಕಾಲಮ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ರೋಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ
ಕಾಲಮ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ನೇಮು
ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ
ಇದನ್ನ ಇದು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
So how is it used? Like, can instead of using laptop and desktop, can use outside of Panchayath, can use so which
Sir,
language is there?
ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಸರ್. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಗಗನ್
ಸರ್? ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ತಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
any problem? If there is problem, I will repeat again.
ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮುನ್ನ.
Okay, thank you.
I think Shilpa has also done it and shared the screen.
Sorry for the disturbance from my side. Okay.
No, this
Thank
is
you.
part of this one. Okay, if it is meant to me. Okay, let us directly put in columns and identified in rows. It will come like this. Okay. Now we want to compare identified beacon library with completed one. Then we have to see already this has been placed here, identified beacon library. We want to compare with this completed beacon library. We can choose any field here, but for sake of understanding, we are taking this and we have to simply click and hold the mouse button and drag it here. Okay. And now release the button. So 2 bars will come. And from here we can adjust its width. If we adjust its width, see the labels are coming in dot dot, means part of the labels are visible. So for fixing this, we have to simply right click here and rotate label. It will come like this. Now we want different bars should have different colors. Means this one is of completed beacon library and this bar stands for identified beacon library. So we have to simply click on measure names and put it on color marks. All this entire part is known as marks. So we have put in color marks. So this blue color is completed and this one is identified. Now we want to place label. Suppose we put this one completed beacon library, then see what is the problem with this. Everyone will have same number. See the height of the bar is different, but the numbers are same. So we don't have to select individual fields here. I am removing this. We have to select measure values and place in label. So different measure will have different values. You can click on full screen mode. Is it clear? We can also select, if it is clear, then for research and purpose, we can research means for our understanding purpose. We can also select multiple fields here. So here all are completed and this is completed back on this, developed and upgraded is this, and identified is this. So multiple fields can be compared together using this axis blending option. It is good. I would like all of you to practice this so that it becomes more clear.
So Munna, if we take another example to articulate this, can we say, let's say there is a scheme. So we are saying the scheme is applicable, let's say for 100 districts. How many have started? And what is the current status of those who have started? Is that the right way?
So as per my understanding of data, we can say that yes, this is suppose identified is this, or I don't know which is of means higher importance. Suppose developed upgraded is this much. One moment, completed, developed. We can put this that we have to do this amount of work, and if the data has that this one is of completion, then we can simply compare this. Am I clear?
Once again, repeat, Munna.
So he just cited an example to show versus completed. Okay, so suppose we have this one is target. Suppose we have given this target. This is total identified backend library, and out of that, this one is number of completed one. Okay, then we can simply put the same graph to analyze that this is the target and this has been the completion number. Is it clear? Suppose one field contains target number. Okay, target numbers, and second field contains what till now as of date has been achieved. Then we can simply put them together to compare and contrast that this is the target and till now this is the achievement. Am
Yes,
I
clear.
clear?
Yes,
And
yes,
the
sir. Clear.
okay. And is my pace is good enough? Either not too fast or not too slow.
It's correct. We are
Thank you.
ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಇಂದ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸ್ಲೋ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಅರ್ಬನ್
ಸರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆ, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ.
It is correct, sir.
Okay, sir, everyone told correct. You can continue same face. We are happy with your this one face.
Majority, I think all of you are saying that it's okay. The pace is quite good.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we shall be very important part here. Okay, very important. So I will request all of you to pay attention here. Let me go back to this original data set. See, we have got only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What are these 7 columns? These are 7 columns in Excel. In language of computer science or database, we tell it fields. We have 7 fields and these are rows. Okay, these are rows. If you go to data source, here it also says that in this particular database file or Excel file sheet 1, total number of fields is 7 and total number of rows is 31. Now, suppose we want, let me click here, identified, completed. If you place here, it will come like this. We can also simply fit here. This is coming like this. Entire fit width, it will occupy 100% of the width-wise screen. Is the screen visible? Identify, I am making this as the first one. So we can simply click and change the order, identified and completed. So in Tableau, suppose now we want to calculate at total Belagavi, or Belagavi, whatever her name is, sorry for wrong pronunciation. We have identified 14 Bacon libraries, and out of that, only 10 had been completed. Is my understanding right, Gagan and any of the team members?
Correct, sir.
Okay. Then we want to calculate. Here it is very simple that 4 are to be covered yet in Belagavi. Okay. And in Bengaluru rural, 2 are yet to be completed. Okay. Yes or no? And in Kalburgi, we say that 11 had been identified, but there is no progress yet.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, correct.
my
Yes.
clear. Now
Yes,
we
clear,
want
clear.
to yes, yes. Thank you. Now we want to calculate what is the total difference district wise. Okay, but this difference is not given in our original database. It is not given in the original database. Okay, so we will create a new field. It means that calculation will be termed as a new field or new calculation, and it is already not existing in our original database. So we have to calculate it. Okay, so today we shall learn how to calculate this simple calculations in Tableau. Okay, so here it is just 5th class standard math that identified Bacon library minus completed Bacon library. Okay, this will give the total number of Bacon library to be covered or completed. Okay, for that we have to click here this icon, triangular inverted icon, and for ease of understanding I term it as samosa. Okay, we have to simply click here. We have to click on create calculated field. It will appear like this. Okay, let me repeat the process once more. Click here, create calculated field, and we can see by default it is displaying calculation 1. We can put any name, but it should be relevant to give related name. We want a remaining number or number of
libraries to be completed.
Bacon libraries to be completed. Okay. Name can be anything. You can put short name also. That left one to be completed one, but I have elaborated so that we can understand it in a better way. Number of Bacon libraries to be completed. Okay. Then for that, what we want? We want identified Bacon library. So there are. Let me first tell the simplest one. Simply, you have to click and drag it here. Okay. You can put minus sign. The second field we can put here, completed. Okay. Now this tells that this calculation is valid. Okay. If by mistake we put anything like dot or comma, then it will guide that the calculation contains errors. So it is very user friendly. Okay. Any mistake can be identified here.
And it will also not let proceed.
Yes. It will be proceeded, but it will not give a desired
meaningful
result.
result.
Yes. Suppose by mistake we have put extra bracket or this type of bracket, then it says the calculation contains error. So basically what we have done, we have taken identified Bacon library means this field minus completed Bacon library. Okay. And now you can see here that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or here 7 fields. Now if we click OK, then a new field has been created. Okay, a new field has been created. And now how we can differentiate it that this field has been created by user and it is not in the original data source.
Correct.
Am I clear? The question is clear? How we can identify that this data does not exist. This data is not existing in our current data source or that Excel file. So if you notice here, you will find a small equal to sign here. So this represents that this is calculated field. The user has calculated this field and it is not originally present in the actual database. Okay. Now, if we click here, am I clear till here?
Respond ಮಾಡಿ district ಇಂದ if you are clear.
Sir, please repeat, sir. Please repeat, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me just one step is there. Now simply click and drag it here. So we can see that calculation is good. 14 minus 10 is 4. Similarly, 3 means all this 0 means all the target has been completed. Similarly, this Chika Mangaluru has 5 numbers to be completed. This one is clear. Here, entire 11 is to be completed. Is this representation of data is clear? I will be repeating the process of calculation once more. But is this calculation is clear? This minus this equal to this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Right click, edit. Let me remove this. Right click and we want to delete this. So this says that this has been used. So let me remove this number of backend libraries. Now it has been removed. Let me remove entire thing. See, and let me remove this also. Right click and delete. It is district name. Identify. Completed. We want to change the order. Simply drag it to this one. Now just rearranging to make it more clear. Now we want the difference of identified backend library and completed. Then for this is not existing in our actual data source or that Excel file which we are using. For that, we have to simply click on this triangle shape, create calculated field. Okay.
Give a name to this.
Given a suitable name means not completed or uncompleted, uncompleted
Beacon library.
Uncompleted or to be completed is better. Name can be anything. Okay, it should be suitable to the requirement. Let's say it number of Bacon library to be completed or yet to be completed. Name can be anything, but it should be relevant to the calculation. Okay. So we, for calculating what is the rest number of Bacon library, which we have to cover or complete. So this minus this. So there are two options. Either we can simply click the field required here. You can see here the sign. It means it will be placed here. Similarly, minus sign. We can also type, we want this completed Bacon library. So completed, if we write, it will guide that this will come. Either you can select here or the best way is simply click here and drag it after minus sign. Let me extend this. Now it is more visible. This is the identified. This bracket sign denotes that this is a field. This bracket sign identifies that it is to represent this is a field. Means this one is a single field. Identified Bacon library numbers minus completed Bacon library numbers. Okay. So we have to simply put this. We don't have to give name of any district or nothing like that. We have to simply drag and drop the required fields with sign. This is known as operator. Okay, this is minus sign. Means identified Bacon library minus completed Bacon library. So in this case, identified is 5 minus 2. Then number of Bacon library yet to be completed will become 3. Am I clear till here? It is simple subtraction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Click OK. If we click OK, then a new field will be generated here. Now a new field has been generated here, and this equal to sign means that it has been created by us. It has been created by the user, and it is not actually present in the original data source. Okay. Now, if you want to place this here, we simply place here. Then it shows that 5 minus 2 is 3. Is it clear till here? Now, suppose we delete this. This will be deleted, but it again remains. Then we can say district name, number of Bacon library. It will come like this.
So
Or one moment. Or we can simply click district name and this number of Bacon library here, and we can arrange this. So we can say that this has highest number of not completed or yet to be completed together with this, and all these are complete because it is total 0. Number of Bacon library to be completed is 0, and this is number of Bacon library to be completed is 12. So we can find that this district means greater priority or higher priority if you want to complete uncompleted Bacon library.
So Munna, whatever we are doing right now, can they also be saved?
Why not?
That means
you can save, you can take a screenshot. Okay, but the only problem is that if it is freely available software, it is Tableau public, then it will be saved on their cloud, their server. And if it is licensed one, it will be locally saved.
But it can be saved.
Yes, you can take for decision making a screenshot also. Is it clear till here? Let me rearrange this.
Yes, sir, clear.
So I would request all of you to do the same practice now.
Yeah, we did.
Some of the participants are continuously sharing their screen as they
Did it, sir.
Now we can also sort it here. So we can see that Ramnagar has total identified this, and we are sorting according to this number of Bacon library to be completed. So is it a good or useful analysis? That this,
Sir, it is shown in bar chart.
okay, I think you should do this. Okay, we can simply remove all these things. We have got a number of this. We can simply either remove this and place district here and number of Bacon library here, and it is already sorted. It will come in sort or this order. Simply put label here, then it will show here. The steps for creating the bar chart is just the previous one, but the new thing is that we have created a new data set using calculated field. So this is important, and we want to right click and edit. Then we can simply edit here also. So I would like that all of
Sir, you put all three. This one completed, identified, and also uncompleted. This one also.
in bar chart.
Yeah, in bar chart.
In bar chart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to see the difference.
I think you should do that. Okay, let me do this. Because here already we have learned of blending the charts. The only thing is we have to create it and then blend it.
I'm getting some difference amount. I did it. I'm getting same amount, 189, 189. So that I'm asking you.
Because you have taken a single value, you have not taken major value as label. Let me do it. We have taken completed. Then we will taking completed here because identified is already here. Okay, and now number of bacon library to be completed, again put it here. Okay, now we say. So it is coming here. We want different colors. Measure name should be put in colors. So this is different colors. If you want to change, simply edit this. Edit color.
Sir, got it, sir.
Okay, and measure value if you place here. See, if any single value you place, you will get entire things the same thing. 33, 33.
Yes.
Okay. And if you place measure value in labels, then you will get this
difference. Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, so completed, identified, and this is remaining. So the sequence is that we have learned blending. Now the most important part is how to calculate fields. Okay, that is important because in using that calculation, we can calculate percentage or any XYZ calculation there.
So Munna, in the same example, what you just showed, instead of saying a number of libraries remaining, can you say what percentage of libraries are remaining?
Yes. And before that, I would like to tell that what is the percentage has been completed. Okay.
Yes.
Same thing in reverse order. So, but for the learners, is it okay till here? All of the participants are able to do this. You can share your screen.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And if still there is problem, you may ask, I will repeat that. Okay. No questions yet till now. Now we want to calculate percentage. What is the percentage of means we want district wise percentage of completed bacon library with respect to identified bacon library. Is the objective clear?
Yes.
Again, see, right click here, create calculated field, or simply we can right click on any of the fields and it will come create calculated field here also. But it is advisable that go for here. From here we can create calculated field. Now, what is the steps to calculate percentage? I would like to ask question from all of you. Very simple question. Suppose out of 500, if a student scores 300, what is his scoring percentage? Means out of full marks, that is 500 in board examination.
60%. 60%.
Okay. So 60%. Here I am writing full marks is equal to 500. Okay. Let me make it capital. It is just for making us understand from 0 level. Full marks is and a score or marks obtained by the student is 300. Then the learner or the person who has just said 60%, please tell me how to calculate this. Tell me the formula.
So 300 divided by 500 into 100.
Right, means FM divided by, let me put the value 500 divided by 300.
No,
Am I right?
No, sir. No, sir. 300 divided by 500.
300 divided by 500
into 100.
Into
100.
Yes. So for calculating percentage, we just the denominator becomes the out of means full marks. And whatever the percentage we want to calculate, it should be numerator. Okay.
Yes, sir.
200. Is it clear till here? Alternatively, we can also ask the question, what is the 60% of 500? 50 or 60% of 500. Questions are same, but it has been twisted. Okay, but now we have just given the absolute number like this. We shall be focusing on this calculation. So here, which should come as denominator? I'm which should
Identified.
come.
Identified.
Okay, this means completed backend library divided by identified backend library, right? Into 100. This we have learned it from school days. Okay, and still it is handy. Okay, now we shall write percentage of completed completed. It can be written in a small case, capital case, any combination. Completed library.
See, participant, the only thing when we give this caption or title, we have to keep in mind that this report may go to a person who has a very little background to this data or to this program. So it should be as explicit as possible, as meaningful as possible. Please, all yours.
You mean to say that this title or heading should be meaningful, so
Yes.
that other person can also understood.
Who has no relevance and background to this.
Generally, it is done like this way also. So this is name does not matter, but it should be relevant to the calculation.
Correct.
Now for calculating percentage, we have just put this in complete what we want to be calculated. This is percentage of completed beacon library divided by total identified beacon library multiplied by 100. Let us okay. Let me put identified first for our understanding purpose. Completed one.
DPM Belgavi.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೆಳಗಾವಿನೇ.
Is the calculation good? 2 out of 2 means 100%. 2 out means here it is completed and this is identified. Means out of 5, 2 has been completed. This means 40% has been complete. This means calculation is good and result is also good. Okay. Now we can also say or just differentiate or analyze with only percentage completed, or we can change it to this. So all these are 100%. Let me format into Tableau itself. So this means all districts have completed their 100%, and these are decreasing. Is the calculation and its respective data is clear? I am not getting any response.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Should I repeat? All of you? Or want me to repeat once more?
Repeat once more.
Completed, and this is percentage we have calculated. And how we get to know that this is present in the actual list due to this equal to sign, that this is user calculated value. Okay, if you want, now it will independently act as a different or new field. So this is percentage. Now let us edit. So this is the formula for completing the percentage. Okay, for that we have just clicked here, create calculated field. We have put the name here and just dragging completed library, completed Bacon library numbers divided by identified into 100, and just we calculated 300 out of 500. So here completed Bacon library out of identified Bacon library multiplied by 100, it will, we can give meaningful name also, let it be like this. Okay, so this is also same thing. Okay, now we click here, calculation, arrange this. Okay, see, this is calculation, we have not named in a meaningful way. Okay, means the same thing. Okay, so we should name in a proper way like this. Am I clear? The same formula, see, the same formula is in this also, that is completed Bacon library divided by total identified Bacon library into 100, and we have just left it like this, so it has come like calculation 1. Okay, if it is done, is there is no any doubt here. Now please calculate the remaining percentage. What is the total percentage yet to be completed in every district? Is the calculated field clear? If yes, then calculate the percentage of remaining Bacon library to be completed. Is the question clear?
Question is not clear. Please do it.
You should do the same one, this one, and please share the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Let me write this. Okay. Calculate the percentage of completed Bacon library. Okay, this is question number 1. To calculate is it clear? Means how much have been completed and how much has been left in terms of percentage. You should make in 2 different sheets. Is the question is clear?
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲೋ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ?
Or if you want me to repeat the entire things to again, I will repeat that.
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಎನಿವನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Sir, most of them told that it is understood. It better to explain once again because people are not responding properly. I think so.
Okay, no problem.
But do it little fast, sir.
Okay. See, simply we have to go here, create calculated field. Let it be calculation 2 itself. Now what we want to calculate? I don't think that there is problem in calculating percentage. Most of the people uh, don't know, means it is not good here to say that most of the people don't know, means how to calculate percentage here is important. Okay, how to calculate, like out of 500, 300 out of 500, and how to calculate percentage, then 300 divided by full marks into 100. Into is rupees in computer, that is asterisk sign. In copy we write like this, but here we write this and it is 100. So we want what? We want percentage of completed library. So the completed Bacon library should be here. Okay, completed Bacon library should be here, divided by identified Bacon library in 200. Okay, so this is the calculation for calculating percentage of completed Bacon library with respect to identified Bacon library numbers. So you have to write this line and remove this line. Okay, and if you click OK, then calculation 2 will show the percentage. Let me delete it. Create calculated field, percentage of, name can be anything. Okay, this name can be anything, but make sure it should be understood and relevant. Completed. Okay. Now what we want, this should be placed in numerator, divided by total, means this is identified Bacon library. Is it clear till here? And to calculate percentage, we simply multiply it by 100. Okay, and name can be anything. Click OK. It is calculated. Now we want district name, completed Bacon library, identified, and at the same time percentage. So all things together, it will appear like this. Okay, we can arrange in descending order. So the important thing is create here, create calculated field, create on calculated field, and put the formula here. And what is the formula? This is the formula. You may note it down in your copy if it is there. Okay, a name can be anything here, but it should be relevant to the calculation. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir, clear.
Now you should calculate percentage of uncompleted or percentage of Bacon library to be completed. What is the percentage to be calculated district wise? This is district wise completed. This is district wise percentage of completed Bacon library. Okay. Now we have to calculate district wise uncompleted or yet to be completed percentage Bacon library. Is the question clear?
Very clear.
Please do it. And if it is done, then almost all types of calculation can be done using this method. Simply click on here, create calculated field, give a relevant name here, and put the calculation or formula here. And this is very important because we have got only 7 fields, but using this multiple conditions can be created and analyzed. Now suppose we want suppose, okay, just imagine we want to reward this district, those who had completed 100%. Okay. Then all these are, and these are the districts which have completed 100%. Which are the lowest ones? So these have not been yet started also. Is the requirement and meaning is clear in this calculation one?
Yadgiri, it's not even taking 0, no? For that, what we have to do? Last one.
0, 0, yes. Yadgir has no identified one.
Yeah, but here it
So
has to
the
at least take
percentage is
0.
not completed. Anyone can tell why this is not calculated? Because total is 0. The denominator cannot be 0 for division. Okay.
Sir, at least you have to take 0, no?
Here it should be, I don't know, this has come from database that identified Yadgir has nothing. Means Yadgir has no identified backend library. You can sort it according to this. We want to sort it according to percentage. So please calculate the same thing which has been done here. Okay, means two calculations, percentage of completed backend library, and second one is percentage of not completed, yet to be completed number of libraries. Are the questions clear? Is it being done by all of you? I'm not getting any response. Is it uninteresting, boring? Or if you say I will, if you ask, I will repeat it once more.
Repeat once more.
Now you can say the condition, or any one of the participants can share the screen. I will guide, and I think that is good to go.
ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಇಂದ ಒಬ್ರು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ VC ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೇರ್.
Anyone can share a screen.
ಉಡುಪಿ ADPM ಉಡುಪಿ, ADPM ಉಡುಪಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Yes, yes. I will repeat on screen itself. Anyone can share. Okay, I will just again repeat it from the very beginning. Please share your screen. Yes.
Yeah, they will do.
Share your computer screen, please. And thank you for having the courage, I should say. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Please share your screen. I will guide. You have to share your computer screen, your laptop screen, and I will guide it from very beginning how to calculate percentage. Anyone?
ADPM ಉಡುಪಿ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ADPM ಉಡುಪಿ ಶೇರ್. Right.
I'm not getting any response. Let me tell. Screen this. This is Sandeep. Okay. So calculation 2 here is percentage of completed library. Am I right? Click on calculation 2 at the left side where equal to sign is there, just below tables. Just right click there on calculation 2. Yes, I have got a few screenshots in WhatsApp group also. And let me announce Dhruvi V. Kare. Sorry for mispronunciation. May you share your screen? Dhruvi V.
101.
Good, all of you are attempting.
Dhruvi, can you share, please? The screens that you have shared in the WhatsApp and we have shared in the Teams. Can you share your screen? And if you need help in sharing your screen, please tell us, we will help you. You have to go see.
Please respond.
If you will see on the top of your screen, left to the leave is written in red. And the left to that is there is an arrow which is written with share. So just to share. And then if you do that,
Screen will be appearing to us.
then you will have many options coming down. So take the first left option as screen.
It is done. Okay, thank you for sharing the screen. Now, quite for a few seconds, please share your screen and I will guide again on your screen itself from very beginning. Any one of you, okay, and someone has shared, that's why we have named his or her to display her screen so that others can also see the steps for calculation. Please share. Makutum or someone is okay. Belgavi is sharing. Now I am guiding you so that for others you have done very good, but for others let us do it once more. Click on new sheet, that is plus sign beside sheet 1. Take a new sheet. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Click on plus sign just beside sheet 1. If there is problem in communication, that someone can translate. No, just simply cancel this. Click, take sheet 2, niche, just below down. Sheet 1, click plus sign, yes. Now we want to calculate percentage. Okay, click on that triangular sign, just up, yes. And the rest all, please pay attention here. Click there. Click on the black drop down, yes, it is coming. Now we will put a percentage like complete percentage, PER, percentage of completed Bacon library. Okay, now this is a meaningful title we have just given. Now for calculating percentage of completed background library, we should place numerator numerator to be taken as completed background library. Select on completed background library, drag there, and now sign of division is slash sign, forward slash. Yes, that is sign of division. And again, we have to put in denominator identified background library multiplied by 100. Multiplied by 100. Okay. Click OK. Okay, now you can see here that that colored one, green colored one has come with equal to sign. This means that this field is calculated one, and percentage of completed background library is its heading. Now we want district wise percentage. Then we have to simply click on district name in rows. Okay. And place that percentage PER1, this percentage which we have recently calculated, in text in ABC. Simply drag and drop there. Okay. And click on descending order. Up, yes. Now it is sorted. Okay. Now we want to see the calculation. Then simply we have to right click on that percentage of completed background library. Right click there. Right click and click on edit. Right, the second button of mouse. Yes. Now this is the formula for calculating completed background library with respect to identified background library. The formula is clearly visible. That is completed background library numbers divided by identified background numbers into 100. You may write down in your notebook so that you can practice it in your free time. Nothing new concept. This is simple percentage calculation. The only new thing is that how we can calculate using Tableau, using calculated field. Okay. Remove this box, click OK. So now this is percentage of calculated background library district wise. Is it clear to all of you, or should I repeat once more?
I think it's clear, sir.
Okay,
Hello,
thank you.
district okay, clear alva?
Yes, thank you for sharing the screen. Belagavi district.
I stop sharing, sir. So can I stop the sharing, sir, screen?
Yeah, mute ಮಾಡಿ.
Yes, please.
You can note down the calculation. This is completed divided by this into 100. You have to only focus on the how to calculate percentage and how to write in Tableau using calculated field.
Sir, when we consider only the percentage thing, for Yadgiri it will show blank now. So what is for that? Is there anything else you can do for that?
See, a very good question. We cannot change the original data, number one, because it has been collected from somewhere else. Okay, so changing the data will change the entire original values. So it is better as a user, we don't need to change any original value, real value. For that, we may consult data centers or from where data has been collected. Because it is nothing mentioned here in Yadgir. Let us check in Excel also.
Yes, yes.
But I think it is 0
Yeah,
is
it's
there.
0, 0. Yeah.
So, but yes, 0 divided by 0, if we calculate percentage here also, then denominator should be not 0. Okay. Otherwise, it will be
It has
infinity.
to show infinity, yes.
Yes, it will be infinite. So it has just left it like that.
No, because when we take only the percentage district and the percentage thing, no, so then it will show blank. So what do you have to consider it as blank thing?
Blank is nothing here. It is, that's why I have put these two different values to.
We can't show the bar thing, no.
It will show there. See, let us check.
You remove this identification and the complete and just
Okay.
keep the district and percentage. Yeah.
See, nothing is shown here. There is zero.
So it considered as 0. Right?
Part of data collection and data cleaning. Okay. So percentage cannot be calculated on this. It is
Yeah.
there because 0 divided by 0 will come in Excel also.
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
write 0 divided by 0. It will say division by 0 here. So, instead of raising error, it is showing blank here.
Yeah. Okay. Sir.
But the important part is not that. The important part is how to calculate computation or percentage, for example.
That's clear, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any question till here? You may ask any one of you, either this topic or previous topic. Okay, or some 10 or 12 minutes are left. If you say, we may start new topics.
Start with new topics, sir.
Right. Okay. But I would suggest you to calculate more so that the concept will be clear. How it is appearing like equal to sign and how to use with relative to other fields or independently. Now let us check one more things. So we just learned two calculations. One, how to calculate numbers by simply subtracting, and how to calculate percentage. Okay, but the one question I asked all of you, how to calculate uncompleted or yet completed library. So there are two things. One, we have got number of backend libraries to be completed, means this. Okay, so this should act now as numerator. Let me show it. So we don't know what is the number of Bacon library yet to be completed, but we have already completed here number of Bacon library to be completed, and we can simply drag this here. Okay, this is details of number of Bacon library to be completed. So we have just we have to calculate that first one divided by this is per library to be completed. Now let me show this is number of library yet to be completed and their percentage of Bacon library to be completed. Let me check this one also. We have to just pay attention here. I am arranging so that it will be more handy to understand. Let me first identified one, completed one, number of backend libraries yet to be completed. To be completed is not in our original database. Okay, this is not in our original database. So we have already made this number of backend library to be completed. So how it will become completed? How it can be, sorry, how it can be calculated? That is identified backend library minus complete library minus completed backend library. That gives this total number of backend library. This means this is the total numbers to be completed. Means out of, suppose here 5, 2 have been completed. This means 5 minus 2, 3 are yet to be completed. Similarly, in Belagavi, 14 have been identified, and out of 14, 10 had been completed, and 14 minus 10, 4 is to be yet to be completed. Now, the percentage, to calculate percentage, 4 divided by 14 will result this much percentage. So how this has been calculated? First, dividing this by this will result to this. Is it a little confusing or is it clear?
Little
This is the
confusing.
one way.
Little confusing.
Why confusing? See, because we don't have records of number yet to be completed. So at first we have to calculate what are the numbers to be completed. For calculating this minus this. See, we can calculate this in two ways, and this is totally mathematics. Simpler way I am explaining once more. District name. Now we have got percentage of backend library completed. It should be clear till here. Okay, this is percentage of completed library.
Yes.
So how much is remaining? We can simply subtract 100 minus this. Means suppose in Mandya or in Ramnagar, 20% has been complete. This means 100 minus 20, 80% yet to be covered or completed. Alternatively, we can calculate like this. So we can say like this percentage of completed library. So this is percentage. So this has been completed means what is remaining? So 100 minus this is remaining. Okay, so 100 minus this. Okay. So what is the percentage remaining? We can simply put here. Now the figures have just changed because let me, if in district like Raichur, Kolar, and this 100% has been complete, means remaining is 0%. And in Uttar Kannada, or 83% has been completed, so remaining is 16%. So what we have done, we have simply 100 minus completed percentage. So this is another way of completing this. It should be easier. For example, in this district Tumakuru, 50% has been completed. It means 50% is remaining. Similarly, in Haveri district, 14% has been completed. This means without calculation, we can say out of 100, if 40 is complete, then 60 is remaining. So what we have done, we have just subtracted it from 100. Is out of 100, what is the total percentage completed? So this will result in remaining percentage of backend library. to be completed. Is it not clear? It is very simple mathematics. If it is clear that this percentage have been completed, then in Vijaypura, suppose 25% of library have been completed. Then what is the remaining one? So 100 minus 25, that is 75% remaining. So instead of calculation, means percentage calculation, what we have done, we have just subtracted this percentage out of 100. Then this will give the...
Maktoum, would you like to give a short, share your screen and talk to your colleagues?
So actually it is in other systems, so that.
Okay, no problem. If the concept is clear.
Yes, sir, clear.
So now let's hear from those where it is not clear. Let somebody say it is not clear, not clear, not clear.
And it is advisable from my side. First calculate in your copy, okay, or in Excel. Then you should go here.
There is a screen problem, Munna. Your screen is a problem. Your battery is running low. Close it. Yeah.
All the entire districts are not being able to see my screen.
Okay.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವ್ರ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು.
ಓಕೆ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ 2 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ.
ಸರಿ
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಆಯ್ತು.
Is my screen is still not visible because maybe due to network issue or some bandwidth problem.
It's visible, sir.
Visible, but it's stagnant. It's not moving. Your battery is running low. You close that one. So it is covered.
From our side, there is no any issue.
Yeah.
I am just moving this box, calculation box. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clearly visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It means at some point or some geographical location, there might be bandwidth or network issue. We have got very good bandwidth and all these things for conducting this session. So let me repeat. 1 minute is left. Okay. First, we want to calculate percentage for calculating anything. Suppose we just want to calculate the difference, only difference. Okay. From very beginning, I'm telling that this is district name. This is identified number of Bacon libraries, and this is completed Bacon library. Let me reorder this. Identified and completed. We simply want to calculate what is the remaining Bacon library to be completed district wise. Okay, in each district, what is the total number remaining? So it should be calculated this identified Bacon library minus completed Bacon library. Okay, so how it is calculated? Simply click here, create calculated field, give a suitable name. Let it be calculation 2 as of now. So either we can type, if you type it guides, it puts all the related keywords here. We can simply click here, or we can simply click and drag the required field here. Is identified means this field minus completed Bacon library, this field. Let me extend it. Means identified Bacon library minus completed Bacon library. It will give number of Bacon library yet to be completed. And now this is calculation 2. I am keeping it like this. Okay. Now calculation 2, let us place it here. So it is showing 2 minus 2, 0. 5 minus 2, 3. It is okay. Now we want it to have meaningful name. So similarly, we can, this is calculation 2. calculation tool, right click, edit. We can edit formula or we can edit the name. Number of Bacon districts, Bacon libraries. Library to be completed. If you click apply, it will change here also. Now, if we, is it clear till here? Now we can also sort here. So this means this Ramnagar has highest number of Bacon library yet to be completed. You can also sort in descending order. That this districts have entirely completed. The here 0 means nothing has been assigned to this, or there is no any identified Bacon library here in Yadagir. You may discuss with the concerned authority or person that why it is 0 or should it be 0 or not. But as of calculation part, we can simply check that this district have not completed their tasks, or this number of Bacon library are yet to be completed. Okay, so this is again, this will come with equal to sign, and any calculation, be it plus, minus, into, division, it can be calculated here. Okay, and I would request all of you to practice at least this example of subtraction and percentage. And still, if need arises, we shall repeat the same topic tomorrow also in the next session. Otherwise, we shall proceed for other topics. Okay. But please do practice.
Yes, yes.
So Gagan, can we close the session for today? Tomorrow again at 11 o'clock starts, and for following sessions, Gagan, we will connect with you, and through your good offices, we'll communicate to all the participants. Is that right?
Sir, Gagan sir went for one meeting. So today we can close the session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Tomorrow we will discuss with sir. I will discuss with the sir and I will tell you.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good day, everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow, along with because some people may went for the meeting, we see tomorrow everyone from your district, like including DPMs, asked to participate without file. And you, whoever ADPMs have been learned, please teach them.
Yes, and in the meantime,
okay. Yeah.
I would like to add, please do practice, and
yes.